Most exciting part of the G League this year. The NBA is not far away. Oh, AI, yo. Check out what your boy said about your boy.
Hey, man, get that phone out my face, Marcus. Come on.
No, come on. You're going to hear about it anyway. I mean, it's everywhere.
Look, Corey Harris ain't the only player in the NBA.
Whoa, look. It's not just Corey Harris saying it. All of the Lakers are retweeting it. The timing could not be better for me. I mean, I got scouts coming to the stands. They don't want to miss the show. This is like chess. So who's renting space in whose head now, huh?
Yo. I don't want to disrupt your flow there, Bobby Fischer, but the scout ain't here for you. He's here for the Flying Dragon.
Please, I would have heard about
Listen,
Flying Dragon.
He's the Heat's new forward from China, and he is knocking on the door of a 48-inch vertical.
You talking about Han Shi?
Huh?
Yeah, the Flying Dragon.
Yeah.
He was on the Jets in China. I guarded him when he played us in Shanghai. He showed me up then, but I know his game now. I can take him.
No. The dragon is mine.
See, this ain't about just showing off some scouts, Marcus. This is about winning the game, man.
Hey.
This dude, bro.
Forget about him. He may be here to scout the dragon. Doesn't mean you can't take his attention. Take it.
Yeah, but I can't beat the dragon by myself. But your game plays specifically to his weakness. So I'm gonna set you up all night, and we're gonna take that dragon down together.
All right.
Good evening and welcome everyone to another edition of Mad Ants Basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We have a road matchup tonight between Fort Wayne and Sioux Falls.
You know, the big story tonight, it's the matchup that goes back to China. AI will see a familiar face as the Skyforce recently gained the services of the Flying Dragon, formerly of the Chinese team, the Jets.
And you know the two of them will want to prove something out there tonight.
And we'll see if having seen the Flying Dragon in person before gives AI and the rest of the Mad Ants an advantage. But it should be a tough one either way.
It's the matchup that fans of both sides have been waiting for. And without a doubt, Sioux City has been energized since bringing the Flying Dragon onto the roster.
Boy, when you add a dynamic athlete like the Flying Dragon, it brings a spark to the whole team. We saw the same effect happen when the Mad Ants got AI.
AI outside. Drains it from downtown.
In today's game, everyone has to be able to shoot the three. AI showing he has the distance.
Pass to Han. Knocked loose. Young with the steal.
You know, road life in the G League, it can be rough. Getting wins as an away team, it's no easy task because travel isn't as easy as it is in the NBA. A lot can go wrong on the road, and it feels like everything is stacked against you at times. He's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Hey, they're not going to stop him.
And he goes with the one-hand tomahawk slam. A nice choice and one that I always love to break out when I had the opportunity.
Now here is Tatum. Clock at 6. Pass to Randolph. Over Roberts. And a basket by Randolph.
It's easy to understand why Tatum's teammates appreciate him because he's good at setting the table for them.
There's a screen by Evans. Here's Han, guarded by Young.
Oh! Wow!
And Flying Dragon coming over from China, just like AI on the Mad Ants did.
The two, they had faced off against each other, had some great battles from what I've heard, and maybe that will carry over to this side of the Pacific.
Well, we can only hope. Now here's AI. Pass to Tatum. Trig a screen. Tatum with the ball. Han covering. He used that pick just right.
Nice mechanics on the shot. AI is very gifted at cashing in from these in-between areas.
Han, covered by AI. And Han Chi, here we go. With the numbers he puts up, you figure it was just a matter of time. NBA teams have their eye on Young.
Not surprising at all given his burst. The latest rumor is that the Lakers have the most interest in him right now, but a lot of teams could be looking at him late in the NBA season.
From deep AI, the shot no good. And it's Sioux Falls the other way. Right side, Han. Oh, and Han Cheese slamming it down.
Outrageous move, but that's what he's known for. The Flying Dragon giving us a show.
Outside Young. Tatum, trig a screen. Goes up on the baseline. And again, it's Fort Wayne.
Well, you might remember Paul Tatum had some time in the NBA, and there's a chance he can make it back. A few good performances at the end of the season, and there's a chance he gets called back up to the NBA.
Time called here, the Skyforce decide to talk it over. And with Tatum, as you said, it would most likely be his last chance on making an NBA roster.
And even though he isn't the youngest player on the roster, he still has the makeup to help an NBA team for a stretch run. If he gets hot, he could end up a 12th man on a team looking for a veteran presence, but he has to show that he can still be an impact player by putting up numbers in games like this one.
Pass to Carter. Trig a screen. Over Keefe. Again, Fort Wayne. Well, a handful of players on this Mad Ants roster could make the jump to the NBA someday. Howie Carter, not one of them.
Yeah, you know, Carter's a very talented player, but he doesn't have a standout.
Here's Roberts. Pass to Starks. On the wing, Benny Ducey. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Roberts. Offensive board. And there's the rejection.
One thing with Coach Keller is that he wants to impact more than just basketball knowledge to his players.
Absolutely. Coach Keller is of that vein where he wants his players to experience life outside of basketball, to be well-rounded men in the community. I know it's something that the players get behind and appreciate from him.
Yeah, he's just such a great coach on and off the court. Yeah, when he gets into his head that he's going to get to the bucket, it is very hard for the D to do anything about it.
Pass to Randolph. Here's AI. There's the triple. And he's good on the three ball.
And their offense, red hot. They've really turned it on.
Yeah, I don't know if they can play any better. They're making it look easy offensively.
Now here's Ducey. He's covered by Tatum. Roberts with the screen. Clock at 6. And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Lou Grace.
Third team foul. At the line for your Skyforce, Boom Splitter.
First free throw is good. And the Mad Ants making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Just talking with AI and the rest of the team, you get the sense that AI has really started to find himself on and maybe more importantly off the court. Having a few games under his belt with this team has put him at ease, and the results are visible on the floor.
Ducey outside.
Yeah, just a fun-loving guy with a great sense of humor. Ducey is a great locker room presence.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
And working themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get their offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way. That could pay off as well.
And so here is Sioux Falls. They trail by 14. And once again, off the mark by Sioux Falls. And here's AI outside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Skyforce.
Sioux Falls ball. Substitution on the court.
And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Roberts with the screen. Here's Hahn. Oh, it's nasty!
Wow, whoa!
One order of a major dunk, please.
You don't get the name Flying Dragon by staying on the ground. He is sporting a 48-inch vertical. You combine that leaping ability with his height, and he might be one of the most feared aerial artists in short time.
Outside Young. Over Hahn. The shot by Young, no good. On the wing, Benny Ducey. He's covered by Tatum. Ducey left side. A nice shot by Hahn.
Well, you can't help but notice the raw athleticism of Flying Dragon. Can just blow by anybody.
Yeah, Flying Dragon's leaping ability is what jumps out at you, but he's very shifty and flexible, and he has a fantastic first step. One of the best athletes in all the G League.
It's such a treat to watch.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Evans, no good.
His finishing ability, it leaves a lot to be desired. He needs to take it to the hoop with conviction.
Here's Hahn. He's got 8. There's a screen by Evans. Pass to Lee. From long range. No good on the last second attempt there.
This is the effort you want from you.
The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. Mad Ants out in front. They And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And his talent was on full display in that first half.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. There might not be one.
Well, you might have seen that article about Marcus Young recently. He's certainly a star in the G League.
Yeah, when you have the offensive talent that Young does and are as driven and ambitious as he is, you're destined for great things. Definitely a name to watch in the G League.
Yeah, one to follow, definitely.
Pass to Tatum. Screen by AI. Tatum misses.
With room like that off the pick, you have to drop it in.
Well, they did everything right there, but sometimes the shots just don't fall. And in that situation, you just got to keep your head up and get them next time.
Well, you figured out it was just a matter of time before the Flying Dragon came over to the States. The numbers and performances he put up in China were absurd. And you just know that a team was going to take a closer look at what he could do over here on this side of the pond. Even though he missed it, he just couldn't pass up the chance.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that. You just can't say enough about his individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
AI left side. Young. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist. And as you said, it was the Heat and Skyforce that made the move to get Flying Dragon.
And the Heat were very interested in him, and they feel he has a lot to contribute to their team. Might take some time for him to adjust, but that's why they sent him to Sioux Falls first to ease that transition. They see big things ahead for the Flying Dragon.
So both teams make it. Shot from the inbound, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and he'll go to the line.
This league is especially tough on big men. They often develop later than other positions. Evans, still a work in progress.
The Mad Ants leading. Outside Young. Elbow shot on the way. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Razor sharp focus from the swingman. Love how Young doesn't let it alter his level of concentration.
Out to the wing. And here's Troy Lee for three. Gets the three to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Mad Ants out in front, up 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Outside Hahn. Oh, hammered, and he'll go to the line.
The Flying Dragon. We know that he starred in China, but he's now come to the G League to polish his skills with his sights set on the National Basketball Association.
The way that AI has come out firing in his first few goes with the Mad Ants, there is talk that he could garner NBA attention.
Exactly, Blake. If he keeps performing like he has and doesn't slip up, you have to think NBA teams simply can't ignore him. But, the one thing is he can't get caught up in that. Just needs to go out and keep improving his game.
Take it day by day. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Defensively, if you let Han Chi get even just a step on you, you're finished. This is his calling card.
On the wing, AI, Han defending. Yep, that goes.
Yeah, he's shaken off a really cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Skyforce trail. And that's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting night so far.
This is the kind of thing NBA scouts are looking for. Han Chi showing the ability to finish through contact.
Well, the Mad Ants were excited to land AI, and he's continued to improve his game since he's arrived.
He has put in work and is razor sharp in this focus. Sometimes a player is a late bloomer, and that might be the case with AI, given how he's stepped his game up.
You didn't see much from him in the first half, but he's making up for lost time.
And the shot goes in. And the Mad Ants call time here. And here are the Mad Ants. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to AI. And here's Randolph. Young, he's guarded by Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the pick. Here's Trigg. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, his coaches are just thrilled when Trigg does that type of dirty work. Getting after it on offensive glass and salvaging the possession.
There's a screen by Evans. Pass to Lee. Inside. And Doug Evans with the slam.
Terrific feed. This is what Lee can do for you. He has great vision, and he's always thinking out there.
AI inside. Han defending. Pass to Trigg. And he makes that one.
Trigg's been developing his inside game, and easy to see he's making progress.
Now here's Han. Lee, guarded by Young. Outside Han. And it's Han Chi with the jam.
That's huge. Han Chi, he loves the challenge. We got a basketball game.
Now the Mad Ants with it. A 4-point game. Over to the left wing. Outside Young. Trigg a screen. AI right side. Pass to Tatum. over Evans. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Skyforce take it the other way. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Matt Ant's ball.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
AI with it. Pass to Randolph. Young. And there's the pick. For three, Paul Tatum. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting for him.
Excellent use of the catch and shoot. You gotta guard Tatum closely or you will pay the price.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls. On defense, the Mad Ants. They lead by 7. And that one's good. Han.
Incredible. Every team's looking for guys who want the ball at the end of games. And Han Chi's showing you can count on him in the clutch.
And this possession could decide their fate.
Please, 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 right here, most importantly, be careful with the ball.
There's a screen by Evans. Pass to Roberts. Lee puts up a 3. Tatum with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
DC. That's his first personal foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Zane Roberts. That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Yeah, you know, it's important that Young develops his all-around game. He's a good scorer, but you want more than just that from him.
Time called here. The Skyforce decide to talk it over. And what do you guys think?
I applaud them for trying until the very end, but this one's in the bag.
Absolutely. The only thing this timeout's going to do is draw out the misery a little bit longer.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
And Sioux Falls has possession. They trail by 7. Here's Day. And the miss. Not the best shot selection there. Daniels outside. And that's the buzzer. Mad Ants win. They showed a lot of grit to come in here and walk out with a road win.
And coming out of Sioux Falls with a road win, it is no easy task. The Skyforce were fired up with Flying Dragon added to the team, but the Mad Ants were able to stay in control and put things away.
And I think the Mad Ants are the type of team to elevate their own level of play in order to spoil the debut of someone like Flying Dragon. Fantastic effort from them.
Some momentum being built for the Mad Ants with this win. That'll be it for us here in South Dakota. For Tim, Brian, and everyone here, I'm Blake Suniga saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yo, AI.
So, you the big scout that everyone's been talking about. So what you think, man? Am I finally walking?
Look, Coach Keller might seem like he has a bag of marbles in his head, but the dude knows the game, man.
I mean, that doesn't really answer my question, but
I'm here, aren't I?
something's still missing.
Marcus Young. Kid can play. A lot of eyes on him, too.
What's with you, man? I try to ask you a direct question, and all I get is this runaround. Like, I don't understand.
There you go.
Like the world owes you a spot in the NBA.
All I do is work. That's all I do. And I just can't get a break. That's my problem.
You said it yourself. Something is missing. Don't ask me for answers you already have.
Well, so Marcus has this all figured out and I don't?
Maybe. Look, I like Marcus' game. I've never talked to him. I don't know him. I do know you. People are starting to talk about you. You're making people's boards. Scouts are looking at you. But there are a lot of other guys out there, too. And what separates you? Why should I pick you over Marcus?
Whoa.
What are we doing right now?
This is my teammate, Howie.
I know who he is. His form is impeccable. It's a work of art. The rest of his game is basically rec league, but his form should be taught in books.
You're Big Toonie, right?
I am.
Why isn't my hand going through you like it does with other ghosts?
Nope. We're not doing, nope.
The point is, AI, you're close. Just one missing piece.
He did say that thing about my jumper, right? I didn't just dream that?
Who raised you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, because I'm gonna make my future
No.
children so sick of that story, it's gonna be great!
Listen, I want you to start selling what Marcus Young is going to be 6 months from now. Then they're going to turn around real quick. Exactly. See, you and I are going to do great things. Watch. So I'm in Texas right now. We have one more game against the Vipers, but then after that, I want you to... Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. I didn't hear you.
It's your room too. You can take a call.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take it in the hallway because everybody would hear, be asking, like, Marcus, what's going on, you know? You know how it is.
Yeah, man, I get it. Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you got a few more phone calls to make.
Nah, I got too much energy. I'm about to go get a run in. You can take the room. Plus, you look real tired anyway.
You know, there's more to this game than taking the last shot and getting your numbers. Corey Harris taught me that.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Were you guys on the beach, under the stars?
Man, go take your walk, man.
I met plenty of people like you, AI.
You know nothing about me, bro.
You think you're special. You think the whole world revolves around your thoughts, your feelings. I got a family, and people counting on me just like you. There's 491 players in the NBA. Most of them, like Corey Harris, they blue blood, so everything was just handed to them. The rest of us, we down here, we gotta fight for the few spots that they didn't take. So if the only chance I have is by stepping over my competition, I'm gonna do that by any means necessary. And right now, that's you. You better believe if I gotta go through you, I'm gonna slice you right down the middle and clear that path.
Doesn't have to be that way, man.
It does have to be that way. And you know it. Even though your little girlfriend downtown got your brain on.
Don't you dare bring her into this.
Whoa.
Don't you dare talk about her.
Whoa.
Don't you dare.
Whoa. I touched the nerve. Try it again. I dare you.
Hey! Knock it off! Knock it off, guys! You lay one hand on him, and you're benched against the Vipers, okay? You too, Marcus. I'm serious. I don't know what started this, and I don't care. It ends right here, right now. You got me? Do you got me?
Yes, coach.
Yeah, coach.
Come on, guys. I came up coaching high school volleyball, okay? And those kids never gave me this amount of grief. Not once! By the way, it's a very complicated sport. Don't know that I ever fully got it. That's beside the point. Get your gear. You're rooming with Howie now.
Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, we just gotta get you some earplugs.
Oh, Howie, do us all a favor, dude. Go to the drugstore, get one of those nasal strips, staple it to your nose.
Well, no, Doc says it's hereditary.
It's not hereditary, dude. I'm telling you, okay? You have a serious medical condition. And the rest of you guys, why don't we try to act like adults, okay? It's clearly hard for us to behave like basketball players, so let's just be adults. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go hit the showers.
A 9-year-old Metro girl has a new lease on life thanks to surgery at the Hospital for Sick Children. Tracy Hooper was given the liver of a 9-year-old accident victim in a 4-hour operation. Hooper is in critical but stable condition, normal after such an operation. Her condition will be monitored for 72 hours to see if there's any sign of organ rejection. Rick Manson's World Motion Tour is over, and what a success it was. Manson skateboarded across Canada in 11 months, raising over $14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5,000 miles, averaging about 100 miles per day. Manson says he wants to thank all who donated to his cause and wants to remind us that even though his journey is over, the battle against heart disease must continue. Tom and Harriet Banks are the lucky winners of this past weekend Super Lottery draw. The pair came forward to claim an $11 million prize.
Hey!
and face the media.
Oh, it smells like exhaustion and sadness in here. You're lucky I got some medication.
After a 3-month vacation. Banks says she and her husband
Why does this look like something I need an alibi for?
I know how you get hard on yourself, okay? So I was walking back from the pharmacy, anti-snore strips in hand, when I ran into this guy in the alley. And he looked tweaky, but he knew a guy who called a guy, and BAM!
Whoa. Hey, pretty sure fireworks are illegal here, bro.
Not when we're 5 miles from the Mexican border.
Somehow that makes him sound more illegal.
Will you relax? Fireworks are legal within city limits, and since we're in the middle of nowhere, you can lighten up, my friend. By lighting up. What do you say? I'm only gonna ask one more time.
Let's do it. Hey, come on, man. Quiet down.
I'm not any louder than the fireworks are gonna be.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure the coach doesn't notice us. I'm already on thin ice.
Let's be honest, man. We played like garbage tonight. We were uptight. We were stiff. The road's getting to us. For the good of the team, man, you need to chill.
Right.
Blow
Listen,
off some steam.
I'm having a great time. I just want to make sure I keep having a great time by not getting caught.
Oh, well then. Here's a big old double shot of good time right here. I'll light one end, you light the other. Amen. Let's not hit the bus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I told you. Oh, I think I'm in love.
Oh, man. Howie? Yo, Howie? Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Nothing happened.
Run!
All right, everybody, listen up. Unfortunately, the fire department says the cause of this fire was most likely fireworks. Some kind of projectile. Pow! Okay, and I'm especially bummed because I lost all my cool clothes in the fire. Now the fire department has to go inside the building and make sure it's all safe for us before we return. And guess what? That's time we don't have. That might take all night. Howie.
Huh? Well, yeah. Yeah?
Did you go to the drugstore?
No.
Get those breathing strips like I told you?
No. I mean, yeah, yes. Breathing clear, sir.
All right, good hustle.
Thanks, Coach.
The rest of you guys are gonna hustle onto the bus, and I'm gonna try to figure out who started this fire! What kind of basketball team burns down their own hotel? Onto the bus. Everybody.
You can't leave me hanging like that.
Hey, what you mean?
Come to our game against... that's all you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm at our game against the Memphis Hustle. It's our last road game, the Classic. Playing in the old school gym in Nicetown.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Can't wait to see you. What's wrong?
Nothing, just, the road, this game.
You're on the right path, AI. The bigger vision, it's there.
Yeah, that's what Big Toonie keeps saying.
What? Big Toonie? That's like seeing Bigfoot or Einstein and they had an encyclopedic knowledge of the Euro step. You met him?
Yeah, I actually met him a couple times.
Okay, and this is the first time that you're telling me? This is the first thing we're talking about when I get into Nights Down. All right, get some sleep.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
How come?
Well, there was a fire at the hotel.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah, everyone's totally fine. It's just, just a crazy accident. But, we sleeping on the bus tonight, so never a dull moment.